Is the second-hand website market crashing before our eyes? A new report analyzing thousands of website sales shed light on the state of the market, and for most sites, it's pretty brutal. For the seller's side, at least. For the buyers, blood is in the street and incredible value deals are waiting to be made. But it's not all doom and gloom for sellers. Weirdly, some sites are still selling fast at peak valuation if they have these two specific things, and we'll break down exactly what they are for you in this video. And stick around because we've got some surprising insights from the June spam update that may offer a tiny ray of hope for sites hit by the recent updates. Plus, an early look at the skill set that could eventually replace SEO as we know it. Welcome to another edition of our Marketing News Roundup. I'm Gail Breton, co-founder of Authority Hacker and strategic advisor of Marketing Pros, and today's video is brought to you by Search Intelligence. More on them later. If you want all the most important SEO and marketing news analyzed by industry veterans weekly in your feed, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you don't miss our next episodes. And for now, let's dive into this surprising website market report. We've had the Great Depression of 1929, the Great Recession of 2008, and now we're living through the Great Website Market Crash of 2024. Okay, that's maybe a bit dramatic, but the latest report from online business broker Motion Invest paints a pretty grim picture of the current website market. According to Motion Invest's analysis of thousands of transactions, average website value has plummeted nearly 50% compared to just a few years ago, and it doesn't look like it's going to let up anytime soon. Before we get to the good stuff, a quick crash course on Website Valuation 101. To value a website, you start by finding the monthly average net profit of the past 12 months, then you apply a multiple to this average. So if a website has a monthly average net profit of $1,000 and a 30x multiple, it means that it's valued at $30,000. Got it? To understand how bad things are, you need to understand how good things were. Let's hop in our time machine and travel all the way back to 2019. The market was booming with an average of 38.2x multiple. Most sites were racking in cash from ads and affiliate links, with Amazon affiliate program, the golden goose of affiliate marketing, paying out sometimes up to double their current commission rates. On top of that, ranking high on Google was easy and predictable. It was really a digital gold rush with easy growth and comfortable stability. But these days are long gone. Average multiples on Motion Invest have been on a downward spiral year after year, hitting an all-time low of just 18.3x in March 2024, half of what it was 5 years ago. The study also looked at sales on Empire Flipper, one of the go-to marketplaces for higher value transactions. They hit an impressive peak multiple of 43.3x in 2021, only to come crashing down to 30.8x in 2023, down 40%. So the valuations are bad, but they aren't the only metric indicating we're in a crash. On top of that, sites are also taking a longer time to sell. In 2020, a listed site took on average 8.41 days to find a buyer. Fast forward to 2023, and that time has more than doubled at 19.29 days. There are fewer buyers in the market, and the reduced competition means that they can afford to be picky, taking their sweet time to evaluate before pulling the trigger. Growth for website brokers has also hit the brakes hard. Motion Invest growth plummeted from 343% in 2021 to just 26% in 2023. Empire Flippers saw a similar nosedive, with growth shrinking from 87% in 2021 to a mere 8% in 2023. But hey, at least they're still growing, unlike most of your website's traffic. It's not just website sales that are suffering either, it's the entire industry. According to a report from SEOjobs.com, SEO job listings are down 37% compared to last year. And Forbes Advisors just laid off a ton of writers and editors following a recent decline in organic traffic. So what's behind this market meltdown? Well, it's kind of a perfect storm of factors. First up, we've got Google's recent updates and turbulence. Many content websites relying on ads and affiliate links have been absolutely destroyed by the September 2023 helpful content update and the March 2024 core update. These updates haven't just made many websites practically unsellable due to the massive traffic losses, they've also made buyers extremely wary of investing in an asset with high volatility. Many potential buyers are waiting out to see how the dust settles before putting their cash down. Increasing interest rates are another factor suggested by Motion Invest. Many website buyers borrow money to make their purchases, And from 2020 through mid-2022, interest rates were a measly 0.25%. Borrowing money was cheaper than a cup of coffee, and that easy access to capital combined with the seemingly unstoppable growth of many content sites led to a buying frenzy, thus driving prices up. Fast forward to today, and interest rates are sitting at a much less appealing 5.25%. And with websites looking like a much more volatile investment, it's no surprise fewer people are willing to take out an expensive loan to make a purchase. To give you an idea of the changes, that means that if you borrowed $1 million for 10 years in 2019 to buy websites, you used to pay back around $1,013,800 versus $1,300,000 today, a 30% jump in the price of the loan. The study shows a clear correlation between interest rates and website valuations. As the rates have gone up, valuations have come tumbling down with it. We wanted to dig some deeper insights beyond the report, so we reached out to Jon Gillham, co-founder of Motion Invest, to learn what sellers and buyers should be doing moving forward. We first ask what separates the sites that sell well versus the sites that don't.
Yeah, so right now in 2024, we're seeing a big range in the multiple that sites are selling for. So we're seeing some sites sell for kind of the peak 2021 multiples around 35x monthly earnings. The commonality among those sites, they're a high quality site. Quality gets defined however you see fit.
Jon also revealed something particularly interesting about the niches that are still selling well.
I think the most significant factor for sites selling for premium multiple is that it's in a niche that people care about. And so if it's a pet niche, if it is usually a male interest niche that is highly monetizable, dogs, military, working out, fitness, those kind of niches.
Okay, this makes sense because the website industry is overwhelmingly males. We're reminded of this every single time we check our YouTube analytics. So it would make sense for them to prefer sites in niches that they are passionate and knowledgeable about and where they think they can add value, i.e. EEAT. What this means for buyers is that the best deals are potentially to be found in female-oriented niches. The existence of a premium tier of websites that has been relatively unaffected by the market crash lines up with Empire Flipper's co-founder Justin Cook's insight. He says the top 10% of highest quality sites still did well in 2022 and 2023. The increasing rarity of such websites makes their value go up, offsetting the market decline. And finally, Jon shared his thoughts on where the market is going from here.
But I think this feels like a low. The two factors that most drive the market is, for content sites, is the interest rate for multiples and the stability of Google search results. And both of those feel like we're at a peak for interest rates and a peak for volatility.
The report mentions a few more potential catalysts that might help the website industry recover. First, lower interest rates in the back half of the year could spur potential buyers to borrow capital and buy at higher valuations again. Second, if sites can start figuring out alternative traffic sources such as social, email, or competing search engines to uptick the traffic, this could boost buyers' interest and value. As a personal agenda item, I want to add that building your own products is also one of the best ways to diversify traffic sources and revenue streams at the same time, which could help boost your site's value significantly. Check out our podcast on the topic if you want to hear more about this. Next up, we've got a rapid fire segment of the most important SEO and marketing news from the past week, but first, a quick word from our sponsor, Search Intelligence. Search Intelligence is a digital PR agency that recently captivated the gaming world with their unique study on how much video game characters would earn in real life. They made a list of the 50 plus most popular video game characters and then compared their jobs to real-world salaries, sparking widespread interest. Their creative campaign landed over 20 high-quality links from the top publications, including The Express, Houston Express, and many more. This impressive coverage helps secure their clients' prominent position in the gaming industry. If you're looking for a digital PR campaign to level up your link building, head over to search-intelligence.co.uk. Remember the September helpful content update that left many sites gasping for air? Well, there's a whisper of good news. As the June spam update has just finished rolling out, we see tiny green shots of recovery. Don't pop the champagne just yet. We're talking about blips so small you might need a magnifying glass to spot them on Search Console, but in a landscape where good news has been as rare as a Unicode sighting, even these micro-recoveries are causing a stir on Twitter. As for the other effects of the June spam update, there has been a notable increase in SERP volatility trackers, though no obvious correlations are out yet. We will report on any notable changes, so make sure you subscribe to stay in the loop. If you're wondering what SEO might look like 10 years from now, we may have a glimpse at it. A recent research paper reveals a groundbreaking way to manipulate large language models to boost product visibility. The study shows that by adding a strategic text sequence, STS, to a product info page, you can significantly increase its chances of being the top recommendation in LLM-generated search results. Using fictitious machines, the researchers demonstrated that STS optimization can make a rarely recommended product suddenly go to the top of the list. And this could be a game changer for SEOs, as influencing LLM recommendations might become as crucial as traditional SEO tactics. But we'll have to wait to see whether this becomes a more mainstream tactic, and if you want to learn more about this, we'll link to the paper in the sources below. In other news, Google is trying out a new placement for link cards in the AI overview box. Instead of being buried at the bottom of the answer, these link cards are now showing up at the top, which could significantly increase the CTR to websites from within AI overviews. Sorry if I don't say this right, nobody says my name properly anyway. Bartosz Goralewicz, the founder of ZipTie, was the first to report this. Barry Schwartz says that Google has confirmed that this is just a test, so don't get too excited, but this looks like Google is trying to make things right for publishers. Fingers crossed this will translate into a fair amount of traffic to websites if they roll it out more widely. Finally, Google is pulling the plug on continuous scroll for desktop search, rolling back to the classic pagination bar. This change started yesterday and will extend to mobile in the coming months. This means that the best place to hide anything is once again Google's second page. Jokes aside though, this tiny change could potentially change the amount of traffic received for keywords where you rank beyond position 7, as this would take an extra click or two for the user to get to your organic listing, making SEO ever slightly more a winner-takes-all game. And now it's time for our debate of the week. Do you think we've yet reached the bottom of the website market, or is there further down to go? We'd love to hear what you think in a comment, and we can't wait to see you again next week for another news roundup. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it, subscribe, and hit the bell, because every time you do, my adorable dog gets a treat. Treat subject to availability, quantities limited, terms and conditions apply. And if you enjoyed this video, you really should watch this one, because the almighty algorithm thinks you'll like it.